Hello, everyone. Good evening from my side. Good morning and good afternoon, depending where you're watching us from. Welcome to Real Talk with Bianca. Of course, this is still our series, Mindset Your Roadway to Health and to Wealth. And tonight, I'm with two amazing ladies that I'm going to bring to the spotlight. We're going to be talking about an interesting topic. Last week, of course, we were talking about the health risk of having a pot belly or a big tummy, if you'd like to call it. So tonight, we are talking about managing diabetes with plant-based nutrition. So I have two amazing speakers that are going to join us, my co-host, Boss Lady Gladys, and I'm going to also have a lady that is going to share her amazing testimonial, so you don't want to miss it. So please do stick around. Help me to share the live. If you're watching from TikTok, please help me to power tap and share the live stream. And if you're watching from Facebook or YouTube as well, help me to share the live stream. Thank you so much. Okay, so we're going to kick off. Let me bring them quickly to the spotlight. And then, yes, here we go. Yeah, please kindly introduce yourself. Oh, before you do, okay, I didn't introduce myself. My name is Bianca Ayala, your host for today. And I'm with my two amazing ladies here. Gladys Odi, who is my co-host, and Ola, who's going to be sharing her amazing testimony. So I'm just going to ask them to quickly introduce themselves, and then we're going to get the ball rolling. Boss Lady Gladys, over to you. Can you please introduce yourself? Please unmute yourself.
Good evening, everyone. My name is, like you've heard, my name is Gladys. I reside in Europe, here in Italy, and I'm a health professional. I'm a nurse and a midwife at the same time. And I also do this side hustle with, or I have a franchise with a health and wellness company. So I am passionate about health and helping people to be a better version of themselves.
All right, thank you so much. Let's call our lady Ola. Please kindly unmute yourself and introduce yourself to our audience.
Hello, everyone. My name is Holu Oluwaseun Olaniyan. I am based here in United States of America. I'm a mom of 3 boys. I'm an entrepreneur. I own my own boutique. I own my own cleaning company. And I'm also a wellness certified coach.
Wow, thank you so much. You've heard for yourself these amazing, beautiful ladies. I just want to say massive thank you, of course, for coming on and coming to share your story, Boss Lady Ola, and my co-host, Boss Lady Gladys. I know you just rushed in from work, for us to do this. I really, really appreciate you, and I don't take that I don't take that for granted. And this platform obviously is about gearing you to be the best version of yourself. So, like we said, mindset your roadway to health and wealth, right? Once your mindset is in the right place, you can be healthier. You can take your health goals to another level, and you can take your finances and your wealth as well to another level. So that's why this week, like I said, we're going to be talking about managing diabetes using plant-based nutrition. Of course, we are going to kick off and get the ball rolling. I'm going to start with Boss Lady Gladys. Can you just give us an overview? What is diabetes? We are talking about this thing, diabetes. This thing is echoing. I don't know if it's mine. Let me see. Okay. All right, please go ahead.
Okay. So diabetes, anyway, when you talk about health generally, it's a broad topic. Any subject under health, anything, even generally, it's always a broad topic, because you can always say it to the minimal point, because health or medicine is dynamic. It changes over time, new discoveries, and so they keep on doing researches. So for today, why I'm saying this is that people will just say, oh, they just keep saying there's more to it. Yes, there's more to every topic we say here, but we cannot say everything within 30 to 45 minutes. So when we talk about diabetes, everybody knows that when you say diabetes, excess glucose in the blood or in the body circulating, which is correct. But then it is excess glucose in the body. So when we talk about diabetes, we're talking about 2 or 3 components here. We're talking about the cells of the body. We're talking about insulin. We're talking about glucose. We're talking about pancreas. So these are what we look into when we talk about diabetes. So excess glucose in the body, and glucose primarily is the source of energy the cells uses to function maximally. Especially the brain cells, for example, they dwell majorly on glucose. So the blood normally must have, or in the blood circulation, there must be a certain amount of glucose circulating in the blood. But when it is excess, then the person either becomes pre-diabetic or the person becomes diabetic. Now, in diabetes, we have types of diabetes. We have type 1 diabetes, we have type 2 diabetes. These are the common ones people know. We have gestational diabetes. We have, I've said about 1, 2, pre and gestational diabetes. So what happened in gestational diabetes, people might ask, because you see a woman, well, nothing wrong with her. And when she's pregnant, you just say, oh, she's having diabetes. Not even pre-diabetes, diabetes. It is because the hormones of pregnancy sometimes hinders the uptake of glucose by the cells. It inhibits it. And also in diabetes generally, some people who have type 2 diabetes, there are also risk factors of diabetes. Risk factors of diabetes includes it's genetic, it has a family history, lifestyle. It could be lifestyle, it could be the person's maybe obesity. And that's why when we'll be talking about pot belly or belly fat, and we're talking about the dangers, one of the dangers of belly fat is somebody being prone to diabetes. And what happens there? It happens that fatty tissues, when you have an individual have excess fatty tissues, it also hinders the cells in taking up glucose, the glucose. So that is it. Then in some type 2 diabetes is that some people are producing insulin, the pancreas are producing insulin, but the pancreas are producing insulin, but the insulin that's yours. So, and the insulin isn't enough to synthesize or convert what we've eaten into little particles called glucose, so that the cells will use that glucose. So, or for the cells to take up that glucose. So that's what happened in type 2 diabetes. But in type 1 diabetes, the individual does not even produce insulin, so they call them insulin dependent diabetes. But for type 2 diabetes, things like medications, but even before medications, they start with lifestyle, diet modifications to help such individuals manage their diabetes. Then in pre-diabetes, that means the person is at the borderline of being diabetic. Now, the fasting blood glucose should range between 4 to 5.5 millimoles per liter of blood. Then when we talk about the random blood sugar, when they do random, that's you've eaten and they're doing that, you should have 11.1 millimoles of per liter. So of glucose. So that means those who are pre-diabetic, when they do their random blood glucose, they see that they're becoming 12 or 14.
Mm-hmm.
And every time they do that, it's like it's there consistently. Or when they do the fasting blood glucose, the person is at the range of maybe from 7 upwards, and you start saying you're becoming pre-diabetic, or the person is at sorry, that is already diabetes. Sorry, it's between since it's between 4 and 5.5, the person is at 5 for fasting blood glucose. So that is, you're at the borderline, because it is a tilt between the pre-diabetic and the diabetes. So they'll start telling you tread with caution, because you are at the borderline. And the fasting blood glucose, sorry, what I said earlier, if it's 11.1, somebody is 10.5, 10.6, 10.7 is at borderline, or 10 is at borderline, because in a twinkling of an eye, the person could jump to the other side of it. So it's pre-diabetic. And mostly those who are pre-diabetic, they treat it with they tell them to modify their diet and do a lot of exercises.
Wow. Okay. Thank you so much. That was a wonderful, foundation, and you really explained it very well. I believe for anyone that is watching, they now understand, and they've been able to identify if they fall in within that category, or already that borderline, whatever the case may be. And I saw my sister Ola you know, uh, nodding her head, because I know she has a powerful testimony that she is going to with us shortly. But before she does that, I'd like to go to our second question, which is, how can individuals make the transition of a plant-based diet manageable and sustainable, especially in the context of managing diabetes?
Now, first and foremost, I want to say, from the healthcare point of view, nurses and doctors are not magicians. For somebody to manage their diabetes perfectly well, start with the individual. And it also starts with an individual accepting to do some changes. And it also has to do with the mindset with some people. I know our will I say, our test boards, our sense of eating has been tilted to a particular way. And people don't understand the fact that what I, Gladys, or any individual who eats at when age 6, age 18, age 30, age 45, age 55 is different. And so we're used to eating a particular meal for a very long time and want to stick to that routine, which is not. The common saying is, if you're looking for healing, are you ready to give up what makes you sick? So when we're talking about dietary management, it has to do with modification of food that we take in. There are some food that are very high in what we call glycemic index. And what does that mean? It means that when we eat such food, when we eat such food, there's a gush of glucose into the bloodstream. There are some food that are low in glycemic index, which means when you eat such food, they release glucose into your bloodstream gradually. And what are the likes of these foods? They encourage more is eating more of fibers. Fiber helps in reducing the excess absorption of glucose into the bloodstream. And when you can modify that, you can do that, it goes a long way. Now, I want to use this medium to say, if you are on anti-diabetic medications or insulin, either and or insulin, because there's some people are both on oral drugs and insulin, while some people are just insulin, while some people are just on oral drug or medication. If you are on these medications and you are not doing any dietary modifications, it will not work. It will not work. It's not a message of doom. It's the reality here. It will not work. So you need your dietary modification. And what are the dietary modifications? Like I said, fiber. And where do you get your fiber from? From vegetables, from plants. So you see where plant-based nutrition comes into play. And sad to say, many people do not eat enough. Either don't eat enough, don't have the opportunity to eat, or they're too busy, or they don't even like it. Some people's diets are void of vegetables, fruits and vegetables. And either some people are also eating this fruit and vegetable, but they're not eating a variety. So you see, plant-based nutrition is good. You have to be consistent with it. Now, I also want to mention that I have some points here which I have penned down for our audience to benefit from. Okay. Green leafy vegetables are helpful for people with diabetes due to these plants' high antioxidants content and starch digesting enzymes. I mentioned that last week to Thursday. Do we know that these vegetables have starch digesting enzymes? Without enzymes, we cannot function. And that has to tell you how the human body or human were being formed. So this starch digesting enzyme, you can find them in things like spinach, kale, collard greens, broccoli, and the likes of it. And people today, when you tell them to take broccoli, they'll say they don't want to take broccoli. If you cannot take it, why don't you complement it?
Like myself, I don't like broccoli.
But you know one good thing, I don't have my capsule here. Our vegetable blend, we call it either the vegetable blend or the green capsule, the green color container. We have spinach in it. We have kale. We have broccoli in it. Mm-hmm. So you see, these capsules comes handy. Though they are not to replace you eating fruit and vegetables. These have to complement what you're eating. But if you're somebody who does not eating it at all, this is a best bet for you because they are close to being best in next to fruits and vegetables. They are produced in its natural form. And the way, what's it called? The way technology has advanced, we have high technology used to minimally process it. That means, why we say minimally process, because they've drained the water. So they've used this high technology to drain this water and compress it into a capsule so that the enzymes too are not damaged and they can be of health benefits to you when you use them. Should I continue?
Yeah, I think what I will do is, that is very informative, very educated. Thank you so much for that. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to play our video for Bridge the Gap. I think they'll explain a little bit, they'll shed a little more light. And after that, then we can come, Sister Ola can share her testimonial. All right, so I'm going to share my right now. Please, can you mute, because I think it echoes from your side.
Okay.
Yeah, just mute yourself. Just unmute yourself when it's time to talk. Thank you. Thank you so much. That was very fantastic. I got to learn more and understand more about diabetes, because believe me, each and every one of us, we know somebody around us. Some of us maybe have experienced it, or someone close to us has struggled with diabetes, a friend, a relative, or something, we know somebody that has it, because it's, diabetes is one of the most common illnesses that is affecting people like worldwide. I mean, it doesn't matter which part of the world it is, Africa and here abroad, it's affecting people. So it's very important for us to educate ourselves more about a solution. We are about holistic, doing things, trying to find natural solutions to our health. So I'm just going to quickly play a video. So you'll bear with me from TikTok. You just hear the audio. You might not be able to hear the sound, but at least you can hear the audio. Okay, so please indicate if you can hear. Now this thing decided to roll at this time. My internet, I don't know. Let me pause it and start afresh. Wow. Let's try again.
Eat more fruits and vegetables, more plant-based foods. It's about the only thing every expert agrees on. You need to eat more fruits and vegetables for the health you want.
We eat plenty of protein, we eat plenty of carbohydrates and sugar, we have plenty of calories. What we're missing to be healthy, to be at our optimal best, is the nutrition of plants. We were designed to eat plants, and we don't eat enough of them.
We know that we need to get probably at least 7 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables.
Apologies, I'm still hearing echo. Can you hear me? Or maybe it twice. Let me just stop the share and check. Maybe it opened twice because I'm hearing echoes again. I don't know, for some reason. Let me shrink this screen. Okay, let's try that again. Let me share my screen again. My apologies. This technical issue, sometimes you can't do otherwise. All right, let's give it a go again. This one, this.
Vegetables every day, and most of us can't or don't.
You need to eat more fruits and vegetables for the health you want.
We eat plenty of protein, we eat plenty of carbohydrates and sugar, we have plenty of calories. What we're missing to be healthy, to be at our optimal best, is the nutrition of plants. We were designed to eat plants, and we don't eat enough of them.
We know that we need to get probably at least 7 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables every day, and most of us can't or don't. And that's where Juice Plus comes in.
Juice Plus is an elegant, affordable, proven way to get the nutrition that we're missing.
Juice Plus really helps bridge that gap between what we're supposed to be eating and what we do eat.
Juice Plus provides the nutrients from 30 different fruits and vegetables every day. And they're micronutrients. You don't need a whole lot of them. You just need a little bit every day.
Such a quick, easy, once a day, simple thing to do.
Juice Plus is a complement to a great diet. It doesn't substitute for one. It doesn't make up for a bad diet. But like a fine wine complements a good meal, Juice Plus complements a good diet. We just can't eat that variety of foods every single day.
Juice Plus capsules are non-GMO. They are vegan.
Tested for herbicides, pesticides, yeast, mold, and fungus. It's gluten-free.
All right, so I'll stop there because it's quite a bit of a long video, but I just wanted us to get an idea of what we are talking about. So now I'm going to hand over to Sister Ola to share her amazing testimony. Sister Ola, tell us, how was your health before you came across, before you started the plant-based nutrition, which is, of course, Juice Plus that we're talking about right now. Tell us your before.
Yeah, hello everyone. My name is Solu once again. Yeah, before I came across this product, I was obese and I was also diabetic. I was hypertensive. I do have high cholesterol, but of course, today we are talking about diabetes. So I will just deal with that. And again, because of our time. So I was, then I was told when I was giving birth, just like how our sister said, you know, I was told I was pre-diabetic. That was since 2013. Then I've been dealing with that. Then when I had my last baby, I was told I still have the pre-diabetes. I need to be doing exercise. I need to eat right and all that. But, I really don't see it like anything. I don't feel any difference in my body. Not until 2017, I was diagnosed that I have diabetes. That now I was prescribed medication and I started using, I really don't like medication. One thing about people is to accept that yes, you have it. But I was one of those people that I really don't accept it. So I don't take my medicine, I don't take it. I just like, no, I don't need it. I don't like medication until it really gets so deep in me, then I have no choice. I need to keep using the medication, because I started feeling so lazy to do things, feeling so like any little thing I'm down here and there. But along with the fact that I was so obese, so I was so obese that my weight was just too much. Now I came across this product in 2021. The lady that introduced this product to me didn't even know maybe I was having diabetes or I was having any other health challenge. She just saw that I was obese. And I told the lady, well, she was telling me about weight loss, and I told her I'm not doing no weight loss. I'm done with weight loss. I have done weight loss in the past that almost took my life by myself. Yes, I made all those things. I was told what to do, put together. It's not something that maybe I went to buy that caused me the problem, but I actually put them together myself, and I almost lost my life. So that made me to give up on losing weight. So I said, I'm not losing no weight again. I'm done. Either I'm fat, I'm thin, I'm slim, I'm this. We all are going to die one day. Now I gave up on myself. So then I told the lady, I'm not taking anything. I'm done. Anything I can't see my stomach. So I can't take anything in there anymore. So she now later told me, after a lot of back and forth, she told me, okay, but there's business aspect to it. If you don't want to take the product, but you can do the business. I said, okay, no problem. I'll do the business. But little did I know, health is wealth. So I joined just because of the business. Now I want to do business. I need to have my product to showcase what I'm selling or what I want to tell people about it. Then I bought all the products. I kept them at home. I didn't really use still. I don't like using anything. Now my mom took ill. Like my mom, she was also diabetic. She was using insulin at that time. Then she fell sick seriously. She went to the hospital. She was there 3 days. Came back home with all other additional medication plus what she was using. Then each time she used them, she complained her tummy vibrates. So I was worried. Then that came to my mind like, this product, I've been going to their Zooms. I've listened to so many testimonies. Let me try it with her. So I tried it with my mom. I used my mom as a casework, like a case study. So she used it. And that very moment, I'm not making any medical claim. I'm just talking about the nutrition. So she used it. Then I realized all her numbers went down. I was scared again. I called the nurse. I said, I'm worried. This is what I gave to my mom. And I think her sugar level went too low again and all that. Then the nurse was like, am I really sure they are just fruit and vegetable that I gave? I said, yes. Then she said I should not bother. All I need to do is she should stay off the medication for that very day and not to use it. The additional ones that she was giving from emergency room, she should just put them on the side. Then I told her not to use the insulin as well. So when she went for follow-up to her doctor, the doctor said she doesn't need the insulin anymore.
Wow.
I was so happy. Now I have rest of mind. Then the doctor reduced our dosage again of our medications. So I was not like, okay, so if this could work for my mom, let me start using it. Then I started using it. I didn't really bother about my, my sugar anyway, but I was just using it. The first thing I noticed was my skin. Like my skin is glowing, it's looking good. So I was so happy. Then I continued talking about the product to people. I do different videos just to let people know how I'm enjoying this product. Then I remember I started 2021. I remember 2022, around September, I already saw a great change in my stature, like because I joined the Shretten in April 2022. So I realized my stature, everything, I went down so much. Now I embrace a healthy lifestyle. I exercise more. I eat right. I use my products every day. So come this September period, I went on vacation. Then I was talking about my diabetes, like I'm no more diabetic, I'm free, I'm this. I remember a lady called me from the group, said, you don't just talk like you are free. What is your A1C? We need doctor's approval for this, so that it doesn't sound like we are making medical claim. I said, oh, okay, don't worry. When I get back to Maryland, because I traveled out to another state, I said, when I get back, I will call my doctor. I will ask. I really want to know myself. So when I came back, truly, I called. I said, okay, what was my A1C and what am I now? Because I was out. The doctor took me off my medication. I don't use no medication anymore up to now. So the doctor said, well, at the beginning, I was having A1C of 9.4, but now 5.4.
Wow.
So I was like, wow. I was so happy. I was so excited. I don't use any medication anymore today, not even for my high blood pressure, not even for the high cholesterol. Of course, I go to doctor for injection on my foot. All those are now story. Like I am free. Like, I am so happy. I can, even if I'm sleeping, I want to do my exercise. So I see it like, oh, before I eat at any time, I eat whatever I like. But now I know eating right is very important. Very, very important. And having enough fruit. Like Sister Gladys was saying, many people don't like to eat fruit. I was one of them. I don't like fruits. I don't like fruit. I don't even eat those vegetables before, but now I grow them with our tour garden. I'm sorry, I'm bringing that in, so I eat them now. So I eat them now. Myself, my cucumber, kale, I blend them, I make smoothie with them, and now I'm okay. So this is just my testimony, but people don't understand. When we tell them you need fruit, you need vegetable, just like I was not, but now I know better. So I can probably say it anywhere that I don't have no diabetes in my life again.
Wow. Massive congratulations. You see, this is what makes me to do what I do and not to give up on this mission of inspiring healthy living around the world. Because listening to somebody's before and after, because to you, this was a pain, this was a problem to you for a couple of years, you getting a solution to your problem. And imagine from being diabetic, taking different types of medication, insulin, and to no medication. This is so amazing. So in other words, we're trying to tell you that it is possible sometimes to reverse some health conditions. Even, I think it's type 2 diabetes that you had, right? Type 2 diabetes. With plant-based nutrition and lifestyle changes, it's possible for you to reverse Like you had, this is amazing that it's even you were rejecting the product, and it's through your mom. Your mom used the product and she stopped her medication, and that's how you jumped onto the. So this is actually a double testimony. This is so amazing. Can you imagine? So what are we trying to tell you? This is possible. We're not making any medical claim. This is a disclaimer. This is a nutritional claim. Like we said, how to manage diabetes with plant-based nutrition. It's very possible to manage it and even also to reverse it. Everybody's different. We're not saying that yours is going to be the same, but it's possible. If you follow the guidelines and of course from our coaches that are here on the call, or whoever shares this video from you to you, or even myself, if you're listening from my platform, I can tell you how to get started. And she spoke about a tower garden. We have an amazing thing called a tower garden, which is something where it uses aeroponic system, whereby you can grow fruits and vegetables in your house. Like literally, I can have my tower next to me here inside my house and grow and harvest as much clean fruits and vegetables, because the ones that we are buying in the shops, they already have chemicals, they to preserve the shelf life, and also they want to make mass production, right? So they use fertilizers, different things to make the things to grow fast, and they are not vine ripened. They are picked before they are ripe. But with your own fruits and vegetables, you can grow your own naturally, fresh, from your tower straight to your kitchen. You just wash it and you're good to go. At least you know what you're eating. Unlike what you're buying in the shop, you don't know what chemicals is put in there. You don't know what you're eating. So that is a fantastic way. And of course, we shared also the capsules, which are an amazing way, because our company found a way to get 30 varieties in fruits, vegetables, and berries. And we also have plant-based omegas, which is like, we have many other products, but those ones, they're amazing. Those are the perfect thing, like the video that I put through, that can help you to bridge the gap between what you eat and don't eat. So to like round up, thank you, Sister Ola, for sharing that your powerful and amazing testimony. I'm glad that you did, because there are people that doubt sometimes when we are telling them these things. And like when I was actually looking at your picture earlier on, before you came onto the show, when I saw the results, like they are just clear. Your weight, and now you look great, you look younger, you look fresh, you are glowing. Like, I mean, plant-based nutrition is the way to go, guys. You don't know. It will change your life. It will turn your life around. So my last question for you, Sister Gladys, beyond blood sugar control, how does plant-based nutrition contribute to holistic wellness for individuals with diabetes? In just 2 minutes.
Yeah, now I love that word in that question, holistic. Mm-hmm. Many individuals think that, oh, I'm just taking this medication for diabetes and that's fine. But when we talk about plant-based nutrition, it does not just help you with your diabetes, it helps you with your general well-being. Mm-hmm. It goes, because when you take plant-based nutrition, it supplies the body with those micronutrients that the body needs. Apart from sourcing that of what the pancreas needs, what how to lower blood glucose, it also thinks of how to help your neurotransmitters too. Because some people are depressed, they have this what we call, I want to use psychological problems like depression. And when they have depression, it can lead to diabetes. And some people don't have depression, they have diabetes, and that diabetes could lead them to depression. It's a two-way thing. Now, what do I mean? Some people, when they're depressed, they go into eating, like what do they call this eating now? It's off my mind. Just go off me now. Like they're taking solence in eating, you know, and they will now start adding more weight, more fatty tissue. They're stress eating. Yeah, thank you, Stafola. They start adding more weight, and before you know, because of too much fatty tissues, they start becoming pre-diabetic or diabetic. While some people are not they are not depressed, but they have diabetes, and later, because of taking care of themselves for a very long time, being on anti-diabetic medication, they now become stressed out, and you see them start losing interest in taking care of themselves, doing their controls. Like they'll just like, I don't want to, I'm just tired, I'm not fed up, and they start getting down, depressed. Now, when you take plant-based nutrition, it helps your body, the neurotransmitters, to be there to always keep you at alert, to help you to balance it, the imbalances in the body. It helps it to balance it. So plant-based nutrition is not just going to take care of just the diabetes alone. And we had a live a testimony from Sister Ola now, that she is free from diabetes now. She's no longer on medication, declared by her doctor. We always encourage people to go to the doctor and do their checks. But apart from her not being diabetic, she used to have some, I think, tinglings in the leg. She takes some medication there. She has high cholesterol. It's no longer there. Look, this is it about plant-based nutrition. It helps other organs of the body to be better, like the liver. It does not synthesize the products when you use them. When you really take plants, like Sister Bianca also mentioned, that when you have our tower garden, you wash them, you just go to your kitchen, you know what you are eating. Or those who have garden, you know, you just wash them, you go to your kitchen and you really eat fresh. But what we buy in the shop are being sprayed by insecticide. We like it or we not like it, they will not tell you in the shop. They're being sprayed with insecticide. And so when we eat them, the body further needs to synthesize it, remove the toxins, because those insecticides are toxins to the body. But for our own products, why they are different, and they have been there for over 30 years and still counting, is because this company have decided not to spray their products, the plants, the fruits, and whatever the plants they're using, they don't spray them, so that they are bioavailable. It goes straight to the bloodstream. The liver, it has to boycott the liver. The liver don't have to synthesize it, thereby nourishing the liver on its own. And the liver is where the glycogen is stored for future use. So you see, everything when we talk about plant-based nutrition it's in its own totality. It's not just treating one thing. It's helping you as a being to function at your minimal best. At your maximal best, sorry. At your maximal best. So, plant-based nutrition is just the way forward. Sister Ola, I wish you could share a before and after. And on whoever's platform you're watching this, you could ask us, and I'll be willing to share a before and after. Before and after pics. I will be willing to share my before and after, though I'm not a diabetic patient, but it has really tell on my skin. Everybody using this product, or even somebody that's been watching me for close to 4 years, says, I notice everybody who is using Juice Plus is always shining. Their skin is glowing. And maybe one of these days we're going to talk about skin and talk about that and see how it also supports micro circulation, not macro. The micro circulation, the little circulation. You know, we have veins, arteries, we have arterioles, we have capillaries. Those are the tiny networks. So it also supports all this. So holistic approach is what we need. And living a healthy lifestyle is not the spur of the moment. I always say this. It is a lifestyle. It is something you live. You have to be consistent about it, because Plants, natural things don't just work because you've used them today, you use them for 1 week and you think, oh, it's not working. No, I have been on it for 4 good years. Somebody has been on it for 8 years. Somebody has been taking this plant-based nutrition for the past 30 years. So it's not something you just say, oh, I used it, it's not working. And before I go, I forgot to mention, as part of the dietary management for diabetes, that omega-3 are very, very essential for blood glucose to be under control. And one thing about our omegas, like Sister Bianca said, they are plant-based omegas. They are not made from fish. So those who don't like the aftertaste or afterbirth of fish, they are free from that. It's vegan. So they are made from plants, and they are also bioavailable. All the products we talk about here are not GMO. You're watching the video. They're bioavailable. They're vegan. They're NSF certified. That means whatever they say is there is what is there. They don't call black for blue and blue for black. So what it is, it's what it is. So whoever's platform you're watching this from, whoever has invited you here, please go back to that person and start your journey to a healthy you. Money, if you think about, oh, I can't do this money, we're not going to put it on the plates and eat it. One. Secondly, God forbid somebody has to be rushed to the ER, the emergency room, that money will not suffice. It will mean nothing. So why don't you take a little step of taking care of yourself now, and it add up as you continue through the years. I am very happy I have been on this journey for 4 years. So guys, we don't want to overflow the issue. Plant-based nutrition is the best. Go back to whoever invites you here and start your journey to a healthier you.
Thank you, Boss Lady Gladys. Boss Lady Ola, in 1 minute, what are your final remarks for our audience?
Well, like I usually say, if you are out there and you are still thinking, is what they're saying right? Is what they're saying real? Or should I use the product or not? I will tell you to give it a try. It doesn't cost you anything because this is the only body we have. Many are out there that we buy clothes. We only buy those clothes to cover the sickness. But it is better for us to use that money to buy what will help us to get that sickness out of our body. So it will be a nice thing for you if you are thinking is what they are saying is real. Just try it. Because if you want to take your children to a restaurant, just on the table, the money that you will pay in a month, you will spend it right there. So what are we waiting for? Jump in.
Wow, massive thank you for joining us tonight, ladies. I really appreciate you, and it was really an amazing one. I just want to thank each and everyone that joined us in the Zoom. Those that are watching from Facebook, I see you. Those that are watching from TikTok, thank you so much for jumping on. If you have any further question, feel free to reach out to me on my DM. Please bear with me because my DM is a bit full. Sometimes I might not see it. If there's anything maybe just urgent, you can just type it on this actual live stream. If you have questions with regards to what we were saying, just write a comment there, and that will bring my attention because I have so many unread messages. My apologies. I might miss your message, and that's not intentional. So I'd just like to say massive thank you to each and everyone that joined us. And of course, this is your humble host, Bianca Ayila, known as Lady B. So see you next week with another exciting episode where we're going to educate you more about plant-based nutrition, lifestyle changes, and your health. God bless you all. Have a blessed weekend. See you. One love. So I'm going to go off. I'm going to go off Facebook now and TikTok.
Okay.